everyone, I'm Mace Curran, call sign Mace. I'm a former Air Force F-16 fighter pilot and former lead solo for the Air Force Thunderbirds. And now I am the author of this book, Upside Down Dreams, that I'll be reading to you today. So before we get into this, I want to tell you a little bit about how this idea came to be. So back in 2019, it was my first year with the Thunderbirds, and I was visiting the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. While I was there, I visited their bookshop and I started to look around at all the cool aviation and space themed gifts that they had. I went over to the children's book section and I noticed that there weren't a lot of books with female main characters as a pilot. And at the time, flying for the Thunderbirds, I was really seeing how important that representation could be and how important it was for little girls to see someone that looked like them doing things like what I was doing at the time. So that kind of planted the seed for me, the idea that I wanted to write a children's book about a little girl who wanted to be a fighter pilot. It took me about 4 years to get to the point where I actually had time to write the manuscript, found a publisher, found an illustrator, and actually got the book printed. We ended up being a bestseller on Amazon. We're still a #1 new release right now. I'm recording this just a few weeks after the book came out. And it's just been amazing to see the story getting in front of so many kids. So all that being said, I'm going to take you through the story of Upside Down Dreams. In the beginning of the book, if you have your own copy, you'll see that I wrote this to my mom and dad. So to Mom and Dad for empowering me to explore the world and chase my big, bold, upside down dreams. So for all the parents watching, you can probably relate, and I really do thank my parents so much for supporting me and allowing me to go do what I've done so far. As she sat in Miss Piper's math class, Lily Padilly heard thunder and her desk rattled. 6 planes zoomed by. Lily, Miss Piper interrupted Lily's daydreams. Lily Padilly, pay attention. That evening, Lily's grandpa, her favorite person, came for dinner, but her mother foiled Lily's excitement. Miss Piper told me you haven't been paying attention in math. You're so smart. What's going on? I'm sorry, Mom, but these planes, they fly over my school and I don't want to miss them. They fly so fast. You like those planes? Lily's grandpa asked. I do, Lily exclaimed. Those aren't regular airplanes, they're fighter jets, he said. Did you know I used to be a fighter pilot? What? Lily asked. It was a long time ago, but I flew special missions. Sometimes I even flew upside down. Upside down? Lily asked. What was that like? Remember when we went to the carnival and spun around and then flipped upside down? It was like that, but faster. You rocket up, 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 and roll round and round. Lily nodded as she imagined doing that in the sky. Did you know those jets are a demonstration team? Grandpa asked. They put on air shows for kids all across the country. I want to be a jet pilot like that, Lily said. To be a pilot, you need to study hard, especially in math. Can you do that for me? Lily nodded. Fueled by her dream of flying jets, Lily studied hard and answered every question in math class. But some didn't like Lily's newfound love for math. Lily Padilly, why are you acting like you know everything? Zane, the boy who sat directly behind her, teased. I'm studying hard so I can be a jet pilot someday. Lily said, never even looking up from her math book. Zane laughed. Only boys fly jets, he said. She wondered if Zane was right. The only pilot she knew was her grandpa. The next time her grandpa came to dinner, Lily told him what Zane had said. Sometimes people don't believe things that they've never seen. It doesn't mean they're impossible, Grandpa explained. I have an idea. That weekend, Lily's grandpa took her to an air show. The jets sped by, flipped upside down, and flew close together. When the jets flew at each other, Lily gasped. When they flew a loop, Lily squinted to see them way, way up in the sky. As the jets came in for landing, Lily asked, "How do the jets drive on the ground?" "They use their feet on pedals. When they push on the right one, they go like this. And when they push on the left one, they go like this." He leaned to the left. "That was amazing, but I could never do that." Lily counted the jets as they came back to park. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grandpa, that number 5 is upside down. "That pilot flies upside down for most of the show. That way, the number is right side up," he laughed. As the pilots removed their helmets, Lily gasped when a braid swung out from underneath number 5's. "Grandpa, there's a girl pilot." He smiled. "Would you like to meet her?" "Yes, yes." As they reached the number 5 pilot, she looked right at Lily. "Hi, what's your name? Did you like the show?" "I'm Lily and I love the show. I watch you fly over my school, even when my teacher tells me I need to pay attention." "I want to fly jets like you. I want to go upside down." Lily could hardly contain her excitement. "If you work hard and don't give up on that dream, I bet you will one day," the pilot said. The pilot pulled a small American flag out of her pocket. "This flew with me for the entire show. It flew really fast and upside down, and I want you to have it." "Thank you," Lily said, staring at the extra special flag in her hands. As the pilot walked away, Lily pulled the flag close to her heart. "Grandpa," she declared, "I'm going to be a jet pilot someday." As Lily left the air show, she felt different. Taller, stronger, braver. The next day, Lily showed the flag to Zane at school. "A fighter pilot gave me this flag," Lily said. "She had it in her back pocket as she flew upside down the whole show." "A girl did that?" Zane asked. "Sure did, and someday I'm going to fly upside down too." That is the end, Upside Down Dreams. And I kind of mentioned where it came from, but I got to have a lot of interactions with kids, with both boys and girls, while I was a Thunderbird, but especially those interactions with little girls where I could see just that short interaction really planted this seed for them where it was like this light bulb moment. All of a sudden they realized there was more possible for them in the world than they had thought. And that was truly the best part of that job. It was better than actually getting to do all the cool flying. And that's what, drove me to push to get this book in print and to what I'm doing now as an entrepreneur. And so the fact that you're watching this right now, that this book is maybe in some of your hands, and that you're getting to hear Lily's story and hopefully it's inspiring you, is really the coolest thing that I've ever gotten to be a part of. And I hope you enjoyed this story.